Make her respect you instantly with this one Stoic principle. Stoicism. Let's face it, relationships are more complicated today than ever before. Romantic gestures, they've become predictable. Sweet words, they're everywhere. But there's one principle, just one, that cuts through all the noise and earns her respect instantly. It's not about manipulation, flattery, or effort. It's about mastering a philosophy that stood the test of time, Stoicism. Stick with me, and you'll discover how the timeless wisdom of Stoicism can transform the way she sees you and how you see yourself. Once you embrace these principles, you'll not only earn her respect, you'll gain something far greater, self-respect. 1. The power of detachment. Here's the paradox. The more you try to hold on to someone, the more likely you are to lose them. Stoics understood this deeply. Detachment doesn't mean not caring. It means caring without clinging. When you show that your happiness isn't solely tied to her presence, you become infinitely more attractive. Modern relationships are riddled with dependency. The Stoic approach flips this dynamic. Detachment says, I value you, but I don't need you to complete me. It's a mindset that prioritizes internal peace over external validation. For example, when she's upset or distant, instead of chasing her attention, take a step back. Show her that your sense of worth is rooted in your character, not her opinion. By detaching from outcomes, you free yourself from the fear of rejection and the need for constant reassurance. This quiet confidence is magnetic because it's rare. She will respect you more when she sees that you respect yourself enough to let go. 2. Setting boundaries with Stoic precision. Boundaries aren't about controlling others. They're about defining what you will and won't accept. In relationships, Stoics teach us that we should never compromise our principles for approval. Imagine this. She repeatedly cancels plans last minute. Instead of arguing or sulking, calmly express how much you value your time and stop accommodating disrespect. When she tests your patience, don't react emotionally. Instead, stand firm, demonstrating that your standards are non-negotiable. Boundaries show strength. They communicate, I honor myself too much to accept less than respect. Even if she resists initially, deep down, she'll admire your resolve. Most importantly, enforcing boundaries consistently teaches her that you're a person of integrity, a cornerstone of Stoic living. 3. Mastering emotional control. Let's be honest, arguments happen. But how you respond makes all the difference. Modern relationships often crumble under the weight of emotional volatility. Stoics, however, master the art of emotional regulation, teaching us to respond, not react. Picture this. She's late for a date or makes a hurtful comment. Most people would snap or argue. The Stoic response? Stay calm. Take a moment before speaking. By maintaining your composure, you project confidence and security, two traits that naturally command respect. Stoicism reminds us that emotions are fleeting. When you refuse to let anger, jealousy, or insecurity dictate your actions, you not only gain self-mastery but also earn her admiration. 4. Living with purpose. No Stoic principle is more transformative than living with purpose. A life centered on passion, growth, and self-improvement is irresistibly attractive. Too many men make their partners the center of their universe. But Stoics knew that fulfillment comes from pursuing a higher purpose. When you're focused on your career, hobbies, or self-development, you send a powerful message. I am a man on a mission. For example, if you're passionate about fitness, let her see your discipline. If you're working on a project, share your progress without seeking validation. A man driven by purpose is a leader, and leaders inspire respect. 5. Speak less, do more. Actions speak louder than words. This is a Stoic mantra. In relationships, it's easy to fall into the trap of making promises or trying to impress with elaborate declarations. But words without actions are empty. If you tell her you're committed to growth, let her see it in your daily habits. Instead of explaining your values, live by them. When she sees your consistency and dedication, she won't need words to convince her of your integrity. 6. Practicing non-reaction. Drama is everywhere in modern relationships. People overreact, argue endlessly, or let minor conflicts escalate. Stoics mastered the art of non-reaction, a skill that immediately sets you apart. Imagine she's testing your patience, perhaps with sarcasm or emotional outbursts. Instead of engaging, respond with calm indifference. A simple, measured response like, "I understand how you feel," can diffuse tension and show maturity. Non-reaction isn't about ignoring your feelings, it's about controlling them. This level of emotional discipline signals strength, making her respect your steadiness. 7. The subtle art of saying no. Most people are afraid to say no, fearing rejection or conflict. But Stoics knew that saying no is essential to living authentically. When you say no, whether it's to plans that clash with your priorities or behaviors that challenge your values, you assert your self-respect. For example, if she asks you to abandon an important goal to spend time with her, calmly explain, "I've made a commitment to myself that I need to honor." A well-delivered no is not harsh, it's firm yet respectful. It shows her that your life has structure, and you're not willing to compromise your principles for anyone. 8. Creating mystery. In the age of oversharing, Stoicism offers a refreshing alternative: mystery. When you don't reveal everything about yourself up front, you create intrigue. For example, instead of texting her constantly or updating her on your every move, focus on your own life. Let her wonder about your interests and passions. This sense of mystery keeps her respect and curiosity alive. Mystery isn't about playing games, it's about being a multidimensional person. When she sees you as someone with depth and independence, her admiration will only grow. 9. Consistency, the foundation of respect. Stoics lived by the principle of consistency. In relationships, this means aligning your actions with your words every day. If you commit to plans, follow through. If you set boundaries, enforce them consistently. When you live with integrity, she'll see you as dependable, a rare quality in today's world. Consistency isn't just about her respect, it's about building your own self-respect. Over time, this steady commitment to your values becomes the foundation of a lasting and meaningful connection. 10. Cultivating patience as a strength. In a world driven by instant gratification, patience is an underrated virtue. Stoics regarded patience as a form of strength, enabling individuals to navigate challenges with grace. Relationships often test your patience, whether it's waiting for her to open up emotionally or enduring difficult phases without lashing out. Patience shows her that you're not driven by impulse but by a steady and thoughtful character. For example, instead of pressuring her to resolve a conflict immediately, give her the space to process her emotions. This approach demonstrates emotional maturity and deep respect for her autonomy. Patience also reinforces your resilience, a trait that is deeply attractive and commands respect. 11. Accepting what you can't control. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. Relationships are filled with uncertainties, from misunderstandings to unexpected changes. Instead of obsessing over outcomes, practice acceptance. If she decides to leave or behaves unpredictably, resist the urge to fix or control her choices. Accept that her actions are beyond your control and focus on managing your reaction. This mindset not only protects your peace but also showcases your independence. She will respect your ability to remain composed in the face of uncertainty, a rare and powerful quality. 12. Practicing gratitude in relationships. Stoics emphasized the importance of gratitude, even in adversity. In relationships, expressing genuine appreciation for her presence and actions can strengthen your bond. However, gratitude must be balanced with self-respect. Instead of overly praising her in an attempt to gain favor, acknowledge her efforts without losing sight of your worth. For example, thank her for being supportive, but don't place her on a pedestal. This balanced gratitude fosters mutual respect, creating a relationship where both partners feel valued without dependence or idolization. 13. Embracing the present moment. Stoicism teaches us to live in the present. Many relationships falter because one or both partners dwell on past mistakes or worry excessively about the future. When you focus on being fully present, you create moments of genuine connection. For example, when you're spending time together, put away distractions like your phone. Engage in meaningful conversations and truly listen. Living in the present not only deepens your connection but also shows her that you value the time you spend together, a gesture that earns respect naturally. 14. Resilience in the face of criticism. Criticism is inevitable in any relationship, but how you handle it defines your character. Stoics taught that external opinions, whether praise or criticism, shouldn't dictate your self-worth. When she critiques you, instead of reacting defensively, calmly evaluate whether her feedback has merit. If it does, acknowledge it and work on improving. If it doesn't, let it pass without letting it affect your peace. This resilience shows her that you're secure in yourself and open to growth, qualities that inspire respect and admiration. 15. Prioritizing quality over quantity. In relationships, it's not about how much time you spend together but the quality of that time. The Stoic principle of intentionality encourages you to focus on meaningful interactions rather than excessive ones. For instance, instead of spending hours in idle conversation, plan an activity that strengthens your connection, such as exploring a shared interest or discussing thought-provoking topics. This approach demonstrates that you value depth over surface-level engagement, a quality she'll respect deeply. 16. Practicing empathy without sacrificing logic. Stoicism doesn't mean suppressing emotions. It's about understanding them and responding logically. Empathy is essential in relationships, but it must be balanced with reason. When she's upset, listen without immediately trying to fix the problem. Validate her feelings while maintaining your perspective. For example, say, "I understand why you feel that way," before calmly sharing your thoughts. This balance of empathy and logic shows her that you're emotionally attuned yet grounded, a combination that commands respect. 17. Redefining success in relationship. Stoics define success as living in alignment with your values, not achieving specific outcomes. In relationships, success isn't about making her happy at all costs. It's about fostering mutual growth and respect. Instead of striving to be the perfect partner, focus on being authentic. When you live according to your principles and encourage her to do the same, you create a partnership rooted in genuine respect and admiration. 18. Building self-sufficiency. One of the most attractive Stoic traits is self-sufficiency. By developing skills, hobbies, and interests independent of her, you show that your identity isn't tied solely to the relationship. For example, pursue a passion that excites you or work on personal goals. This independence not only enriches your life but also makes you a more dynamic and intriguing partner. She'll respect you for being someone who values his own growth and brings that richness into the relationship. 19. Letting go of the need for approval. Stoicism teaches us to seek approval only from ourselves. In relationships, this means refraining from constantly seeking validation from your partner. Instead of asking her if she's happy with every decision you make, trust your judgment. For example, if you choose a date spot, be confident in your choice instead of second-guessing yourself. This self-assurance communicates that you're secure in who you are, a trait that naturally earns her respect. 20. Adapting to change with grace. Change is inevitable, especially in relationships. People grow, circumstances shift, and challenges arise. The Stoic approach is to embrace change as a natural part of life. When faced with change, such as her evolving priorities or new challenges, adapt with grace. Instead of resisting or complaining, find ways to grow alongside the change. This adaptability shows her that you're resilient and open-minded, qualities that are essential for a lasting and respectful partnership. Respect isn't given, it's earned. The Stoic approach to relationships isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about cultivating a mindset that prioritizes self-respect, emotional discipline, and purposeful living. When you embody these principles, you not only earn her respect but also become the best version of yourself. Remember, the journey to respect starts within. If you found value in this, let us know by liking this content and sharing your thoughts in the comments. What's the one Stoic principle you're excited to try in your relationships? Subscribe for more insights that will transform your perspective. See you in the next one.